Merry meet and welcome to Jupiter's Radiance. I'm Taylor and we are talking about the first week of June, and we're gonna go over what I like to call the sunrise spread. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm calling this the sunrise spread because I feel like, based off of our calendar, we see June, late May as like summer is starting, but based off of like the much more like nature calendar, we still have a few more weeks. So I wanted something that allows us to see the energy that is coming up for us and how we can like recognize and engage with it. So this isn't necessarily something that you're active in or have to be active in, but it could be. So it really just depends on what is happening for you in your life. And for all you know, it could just be like, hey, just longer days are coming up for you, you know? It doesn't have to be anything drastic or that you're constantly moving and building towards something. This is more just for us to like recognize it and be aware of what is to come. So let's go ahead and go over this. So this first one is our what is rising. Then this is going to be our first signs of success. Our card number 3 is going to be our expansion or growing light. So kind of like more of what we can expect, or like how this is going to this one is going to continue rising into that energy. And then this one is going to be just like what is happening next. It could be advice card for you to take some action. It could be just telling you like, here is what you're going to see. So just know that you will always see this first signs, like this is going to be what you see first to let you know if you need to take any actions. So don't feel pressurized, just kind of open your awareness is the key part of this spread. So as always, you can use any other Oracle Tarot type of decks, angel decks that you may have. Today we're using the Sacred Power reading cards. Let's go ahead and get started with our collective reading. All right, so what is rising? We have sound. And so a couple of things with this, because this is such a gentle card spread, is it really is kind of, it does feel really related to the sound of your voice, but there is this, the fact that you are just going to be expressing yourself more, and that there's going to be more expression around you too. And so for some of you, this may not even be your own expression. It may be something like I'm getting like family members where like your children are starting to speak up. So take that however it resonates for you. And then we have what are the first signs of success, and their affirmations. And so this is going to be a very easy sign to see. I love that it's coming out with sound. So it quite literally is going to be when you're hearing affirmations. And what I mean by that is this could be like you're going throughout your day, you're scrolling through videos, and you come across something where it's like, claim this affirmation, or like do this. Like that could be a sign of success. And then for those of you where it's someone else expressing themselves, it's going to be when you start hearing a firm affirmation from them. And now, so how does that energy expand? And so we see it expanding into rest. So this is telling me that this sound, this expression is actually more to make sure we're advocating for ourselves in our space, which makes sense with affirmations being the first signs of success, because affirmations do provide a sense of rewiring your brain to feel all right with the way that you engage with the world and the way, and to self-assure yourself in moments of doubt. And so a lot of times we don't advocate for rest for ourselves, and so that is kind of letting you know like this is kind of really what's coming up for you. It's like just more rest, but it does kind of start with you asking for it. And another thing, if this is for an external person who's advocating more for themselves, again, it is just building more into that rest. There is a sense of intimacy that builds within those connections when they're in a restful state, and when that person feels like they don't have to like shout for themselves, they're able to like calm down and be like, oh, I can now actually express myself more easily. You know, like think about like children crying because they literally do not know how to express the emotions that they're feeling. There's a sense of maturity that comes with aging and growing and learning and leaning into our emotions, to where we become a lot more relaxed and don't feel the need to cry out as much, and are able to be like, oh, I'm feeling this way, I'm gonna take a step back, you know. And also being able to communicate that to those around us who love us. Very key part. Those around us who love us, because the people who love and support you are going to encourage you to take that break for yourself. Anyone who keeps pushing you in a moment when you are in doubt when you are like at a breaking point, if they keep pushing you, it's because are they are not considering where you're at and the fact that you aren't in a space to actually come to a resolution. So anyways, definitely a message there for someone today. Let's go ahead. This final card is just what's happening next. So after that rest, we have divine consciousness. There you go. You're just sincerely advocating for yourselves, taking some rest, having some firm affirmations, and then you're just getting more connected, more aligned in general. And then that's the same thing, because again, there is this sense of intimacy that grows. And when I say intimacy, I think a lot of people will look at it as being just sexual or romantic. Intimacy is needed in every one of our relationships. In fact, that is a lot of where like generational trauma comes from, is a fear of intimacy that gets compounded. And so I just wanted to share that because there is someone here on this reading where it is like a mother and a daughter connecting and understanding each other more as that daughter is growing and raising. And so there is a dynamic shift here for someone. But the main thing for the rest of our collective here is going to be around the fact of advocating more for yourself, believing more in yourself with the use of these affirmations as tools. That's what they are. They are tools for you to use. And allowing yourself to just rest more in this coming month or during this coming season, I'll say, right? Because that's where the sun is rising. And allowing yourself to feel more connected with that. And this is not something you have to do. It feels like something that naturally comes up. So this isn't necessarily an action item. It is something that you just benefit from due to your rest and due to advocating for yourself. So I'll go ahead and leave this here. I think that there's a lot of very powerful messages here today for us. And I am just encouraging you to recognize yourself and your worth and your power. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly card spreads. And don't forget to comment below. Feel free to engage with our community. And I will see you guys in the next one. Blessed be.